Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Explosive exclusive. I'm Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. Viewers, the probe into the Ram Mandir donation embezzlement case is getting deeper. The Yogi government has extended the deadline for the special investigating team probing the alleged Chanda Chori case. The SIT, which was earlier given time till June 30th, will now continue its investigation till July 15th. Times Now has accessed exclusive details that reveal the latest twists in the donation theft investigation. The main accused are Love Kush and Anukalp Mishra. Most of the funds siphoned off during Mahakumbh. Before Mahakumbh, the embezzlement was at a lower level. All the 8 accused were directly involved in the theft, is what sources are telling us. Meanwhile, accused Avinash Shukla was grilled for approximately 2 hours by the Ayodhya police after they got permission from the court. He's amongst the 8 accused currently in judicial custody. Let's take you through what we've learned from sources about Avinash Shukla's interrogation. What we know is that he is someone who has confessed to the theft. Anil Mishra was named by accused Avinash Shukla, is what we are told by investigators. Mishra identified as a key player in the counting process, and Shukla has also said that Tinu held one key to the counting room. There's also a fact that the second key was reportedly with bank personnel. Collusion allegedly enabled the theft of donation, is what we are told, and the accused says that Tinu, bank personnel, all got a share of the cash. The thefts continued because no one questioned these individuals, and that Tinu escaped due to proximity to a trust official is also one of the plausible theories. Now, Avinash Shukla, like Anukalp Mishra and Love Kush Mishra, was an outsourced employee. On the 5th of June, the trust recovered 58 lakh rupees from the place where Avinash Shukla was staying in Ayodhya. Times Now's Mohit Bhatt went to the same yoga kendra where Avinash was staying, from where a bag full of cash was recovered. Take a look at this exclusive ground report.
So this is the box over here from where the money was recovered. सीमा जी who is telling us, मैम इसमें से मिला था पैसा?
हाँ, जैसा कि मीडिया में बताया गया, और क्योंकि मैं तो उस टाइम पे थी नहीं, लेकिन इसी में से निकला।
इसी में से पैसा निकला, और ये अविनाश का ही बक्सा था या सिर्फ उसका था? बाकी
दोनों भाइयों का। ये अभी जैसा कि सुंदर ने बताया कि जब ये राम दर्शन यात्रा हम लोग की चल रही थी, उसके बाद जब चंदा इकट्ठा किया जा रहा था, तो ये बक्सा उस समय का।
So there you heard सीमा जी who used to teach yoga over here, and she says that she did not have even an iota of an idea that people like Abhishek and Avinash would indulge in this. But this is the exclusive report from the Yoga Kendra. This is the box from where the money was recovered by the police and the trust officials. Times Now reporting from Yoga Kendra in Kaushalpuri, Ayodhya for Times Now, Mohit Bhatt.
Now, there were several lapses that have led to a massive donation scam. What are these lapses? One, that the theft occurred during counting and the packing stage, I beg your pardon. Sources also say the protocol requiring pocketless clothing was ignored. Cash deposit and record-keeping rules were not followed. Loopholes in CCTV surveillance system were exploited. Frisking was carried out by private security personnel. An outsourced workforce led to weak accountability. Sources also say the donation system relied on manual cash handling. Now, the Ram Mandir Trust Office in charge, Prakash Gupta, has spoken exclusively to Times Now. He's making key revelations. He says Champat and Anil Mishra continue to work as their resignations have not been accepted. He also says that both these officials continue to operate from their offices inside the temple premises. Listen in.
तो मतलब अभी भी वो काम देख रहे हैं?
अब इस्तीफा दिया लेकिन स्वीकार तो हुआ नहीं। जब ट्रस्ट की बैठक हो और उनका इस्तीफा स्वीकार हो जाए और उनके दायित्व को किसी और को सौंपा जाए, तभी तो कोई काम देखेगा।
तब तक वो मतलब अनिल जी और चंपत जी अपना काम करते हैं?
अपना काम कर रहे हैं। ट्रस्ट की बैठक होगी, शायद होने वाली है, उनको दायित्व से मुक्त कर देंगे, छोड़ देंगे।
The Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav has taken a fresh swipe at the Ram Mandir embezzlement case, alleging that turning off the CCTV will it bring back the looted. In fact, he's hitting back at him. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has said those who oppose the Ram temple are now speaking up, asserting that no one will be allowed to play with people's faith. Now, as per sources, the Ayodhya police has also written to central agencies to probe the embezzlement if the recovery gets bigger.
प्रभु श्री राम इतने दयालु हैं, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम राम के बारे में पूरा देश दुनिया यही जानती है कि अगर सीसीटीवी बंद कर दें ये लोग और आंखें बंद कर लें कुछ देर के लिए तो अपने आप चढ़ावा वापस आ जाएगा।
जिन्होंने राम जन्मभूमि के हमेशा आंदोलन का विरोध किया था, जो लोग जय श्री राम के कहने पर लाठी चलाते थे और राम मंदिर के लिए कार सेवा करने आए हुए राम भक्तों पर गोलियां चलाते थे, ये आस्था के साथ खिलवाड़ नहीं। जो अपराधी होगा उसके खिलाफ कठोरता पूर्वक कार्रवाई होगी।
Big, massive scoop here on Times Now. We've accessed the remand note furnished by the investigating authorities in the court, and these documents from the Ayodhya police talk about the recovered cash, the gold, and the foreign currency from multiple accused, with a total recovery running into over 1 crore. Police claim that the accused admitted to misappropriating devotees' donations. The recovered valuables have been sealed while the investigation continues under BNS and Prevention of Corruption Act provisions. These recoveries include 14.25 lakh rupees from accused Lav Kush Mishra, 16.8 lakh rupees from Anukalp Mishra, 20 lakh rupees from Manish Yadav, and the entire details of those transactions, even $1,100 from one of the accused that have been recovered. Can you believe it? Let's go across to Priyank, who's joining us. Priyank, the recovered amount, Mohit Bhatt also joining us, reporters who have been getting us exclusive stories for the last several days. Priyank, recoveries are shocking. They've now crossed over 1 crore rupees. One of the accused even has had $1,100, not illegal, but certainly questions about why somebody working over there in the temple would require that amount of money. Foreign currency.
And that too of that profile, Madhav, because wherever we have gone, we have seen that these people were for study from marginalized strata of the society, and they were not having this kind of access that they would have gone abroad and got the dollar for them. The fact of the matter is that the claim which was being done by the local police that around 80 lakh rupees has been recovered by them has fallen flat, and now we have the document which clearly shows that the recovery of the cash amount itself more than 1 crore rupee. Over the period of last 2 days, what the local police is saying that they have also identified several property, land, and the kind of infrastructure, investment which was being done by these individuals is certainly something which is under the scrutiny. But the moment you ask the police officer regarding summoning Champat or trying to summon the trustees and those individuals who were part of the Trezor committee, they certainly keep their mouth shut. What sources have been suggesting that Champat is still there holding the post, and he is also dealing with the day-to-day activity, but Champat is not at all in the mood to resign till the time the inquiry committee report will come out with the fact. Since 15 days of extension of time has been given by the committee, so certainly for the next 15 days, Madhav, Champat will be there at the head of this particular committee. Since the chairman is hospitalized, he is not well. We are talking about Mahantgiri, and if that scenario continues, he is very much there to influence the investigation.
All right, let's quickly, in fact, get you some more updates coming in, and Mohit is with us on that. In the Ram Mandir offering theft case, properties of the accused that are disproportionate to their income are likely to be attached. Authorities are examining financial records and property details of all the accused. Action is being initiated to attach assets that cannot be justified by their declared income. The investigation into the donation handling and the role of outsourced staff continues. Mohit is joining us. Mohit, this is very, very important, because as Priyank was telling us, disproportionate assets to their known sources of income is being reported in multiple cases. Now, the properties are going to be attached. There is going to be a legal process to punish these accused.
Well, yes, in fact, Madhav, out of these 8 accused, many of them have amassed huge properties over here. And the irony is that they used to earn mere 15,000, 16,000 rupees, but they have built massive houses over here. In fact, in their ancestral villages also, they are building 2 to 3 floor buildings. And that is where the police is investigating now. Now, the assets which are not proportionate to the income of all these people, they will be attached by the police. And for that, an official process will take place in a day or two. That particular process will start. because many of them are earning just about 15 to 16,000 rupees. But one of the accused has the house which is worth 1.5 crores. So how can they make such properties with that amount of money? That is under the radar of the investigative agencies, and also all the outsourced employees are also on the radar of the agencies, be it the bank employees, be it the security staff, be it the people who are working within the premises of the trust. They are all on the radar of the investigative agencies, because we have seen that how exactly people were employed over here who did not have the administrative experience. Like for example, Tinnu Yadav, he was an auto driver, he was working as a driver with the people from the trust, and then he was given keys to the donation boxes. He did not have any administrative work, but then he was one of the main person who was handling the donation.
Priyank, I'm going to keep coming back to you for more updates. Finally, the law, in fact, catching up, but is this enough? What about the seniors, those who have, if not legal, at least moral responsibility for these acts of corruption that have happened, for these acts of fooling the devotees and undermining their faith that have happened inside the Ram Janmabhoomi temple? We'll have to leave it there for the moment. Priyank and Mohit, thanks so much for joining us. Taking this across to our guest now, Dr. Kaushalkant Mishra, spokesperson of the BJP, is with us. Sangeet Ragi is a political analyst joining us. Kapil Srivastava is national spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. Dr. Akashdeep Muni, political analyst, is with us. Even as the amount increases of the recoveries, Kaushalkant Mishra, what is very intriguing is that what happened to the resignation of Champat Rai and Gopal Rao, if they're continuing to function from the trust office? What kind of resignation is this?
Madhav, our party is very clear on this issue. Anybody involved in and indulged in this issue, they should not be set aside. They should be behind the bar. All the legal action must be taken. You said they should resign on the moral ground. I am saying no, they should not resign on the moral ground. They should be punished if they are guilty, if they are involved. Anybody. It may be anybody. It may be
this Caesar's wife principle. All that is apart. Kaushalkant Mishra,
Yes.
I am asking a simple question.
Yes,
If he is in a position of power, how do we know he's not tampering with the evidence, influencing
Yes.
witnesses, changing the
Madhav,
course of the investigation? How do we know that?
Madhav, the factual reply is that the trust is autonomous, set by the Supreme Court, and trust has got, according to your sources only, media sources only, that the meeting is on the 6th, and on 6th the decision will be taken on that resignation, and after that the trust will decide whether officers will continue or they will discontinue.
Kaushalkant Mishra, okay. Let me accept your point for argument's sake that it is beyond the government's control. What is within the government's control is there is an SIT, there is a police that is probing this matter. Why
Yes.
is there no secondary FIR which has the name of Champat Rai, Gopal Rao, as well as Mr. Anil Mishra and others, whoever is the responsible persons in the
Yes.
trust who are directly looking after this aspect? Why has that not happened so far?
Madhav, your report only says that FIR has been lodged, even the investigating
Without their
agencies are
name.
failing.
Without their name.
Yes, I'm saying.
I'm
Madhav,
saying, why is their
Madhav,
name not there?
that will be decided by the SIT and their investigating team. I am not going to say why there is no name, but your report itself says that even the investigating agency is clear on the fundamental that if the money amount is more, they will involve the central agencies. It means they are going to ask for the ED, CBI and everyone. What else we expect?
Let me bring in
What
Kapil
else we
Srivastava. Kapil Srivastava, agencies apna kaam kar rahi hai, they're doing their work. They will involve central agencies also. But the question is पूरे मामले में क्या, are you hopeful that justice will be done?
बिल्कुल नहीं हो पाएगा, न्याय हो ही नहीं सकता, क्योंकि आपको दिख तो रहा कि एफआईआर दर्ज हो गया, अभियुक्त गिरफ्तार किए गए हैं, लेकिन मैं कुछ चीजें लीगल पूछना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि मैं इसी की प्रैक्टिस करता हूं। भारतीय न्याय अधिनियम 1882 की धारा 23, धारा 24 और धारा 26, इन तीन का मैं जिक्र कर रहा हूं। जो न्यास संपत्ति होती है, उसके जो न्यासीज होते हैं, उन पर भार उसकी अभिरक्षा का होता है, और अगर कोई वित्तीय अनियमितता होती है तो वो जवाबदेह होते हैं। कोई एक व्यक्ति भी हो सकता है, और अगर ऐसा लगता है कि सभी हैं तो सभी होंगे, लेकिन यहाँ वित्तीय अनियमितता की बात नहीं है। इसलिए ये अधिनियम कहता है कि फिर वो आईपीसी यानी उस समय के आज के बीएनएस में जाएगा, यानी कि बीएनएस की धारा जो 316(5) लगाई गई है, ये केवल न्यासियों के लिए है, ये न्यासियों के कर्मचारियों के लिए नहीं। तो न्यासी एक भी बताओ जो गया हो जेल, फिर 316(5) आपने किस पर लगाई है? उस पर तो केवल एग्जीक्यूट 316 होगी, या धारा जो 61 आपने लगाया है षड्यंत्र की वो होगी, या इसके अलावा 306 लगाया है बीएनएस वो होगी, क्योंकि उसमें केवल 2 साल की सजा है। और 316(5) में बकायदा 10 साल से आजीवन कारावास है, और 316 जो खाली
देखिए,
इन
सर,
चोरों पे
देखिए,
लगेंगे,
मतलब माधव,
वो लगेंगे
माधव,
नहीं।
ओके, क्विक रिस्पॉन्स मिस्टर मिश्रा।
माधव, ये मैं वकील नहीं हूं कि इन्होंने धाराएं बता दी। कुल मिला के मुद्दा ये है माधव कि अगर कोई भी इन्वॉल्व होगा उसे जेल के पीछे जाना चाहिए। एंड एफआईआर में अदर्स का नाम लिखा हुआ है। It means the ambit of FIR is more. Anybody who is suspect, anybody, the investigating agency feels that he is guilty or he is involved or he is behind.
Mishra ji, very respectfully, sir. Piछले Thursday ko there was the FIR filed, if I'm not mistaken. Today we are on Wednesday. It is almost a week, right? Now, within a week, just listen to my question, sir. Please listen to my question.
Yes,
I am
please.
very simply saying, whether the intent is to be questioned, not questioned. I'm not getting into that. You may have very good intention. But unless the action happens on ground, how are the outraged devotees who have been told it's a 500-year struggle, and now are seeing within 2 years this massive loot, how are you going to convince them? Please address them today.
I am saying we cannot convince anybody. It is a problem. It is a corruption. There is a loot of the Ram temple money. There is no doubt about that. That is why FIR
But
has
sir,
been filed.
justice has to be done.
Justice cannot
Investigators,
be
he
done.
is saying
Yes.
trustees पे क्या action लिया जा रहा है? That is a very, very valid question.
माधव जी, मैं और आप बैठकर यहाँ जस्टिस डिसाइड नहीं करेंगे ना। जस्टिस का एक प्रोटोकॉल है जो संवैधानिक तरीके से चलता है।
नो क्वेश्चन हर कोई कर सकता है सर, जो इस देश का नागरिक है उसको पूरा अधिकार है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन उसको फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन देती है। यू हैव एवरी राइट टू एक्सप्रेस योर ओपिनियन, वेदर यू आर अ बिलीवर, नॉन बिलीवर, एटसेट्रा। वी आर ऑल सिटीजंस ऑफ दिस कंट्री। आपने राम के नाम पे वोट मांगे हैं, तो अगर इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम हो रही है राम मंदिर में, तो उसके जो भी ब्रिकबैट्स आ रहे हैं, यू विल हैव टू फेस दैट आल्सो। बट लेट मी ब्रिंग इन फैक्ट संगीत रागी, इफ दिस एंटायर प्रोसेस, we are told Champat Rai is resigned. Today there are functionaries there who are telling us from Ayodhya, no, he's attending office. ये तो मजाक हो रहा है सर।
Madhav, you know how the trust functions. A member of the trust has resigned, and certainly the decision will be taken in the meeting of the trust itself. It is not going to be decided by the central government nor by the state government, who is entitled to accept the resignation. It is only the trust who will accept the resignation, and the meeting is already scheduled on 6th of July, in which the decision will be taken by the other members of the trustee. Second point, Madhav, based on your reporting only, I'm not casting aspersions, any kind of aspersions, but one thing is coming out, that Mr. Champat Rayaji is not the beneficiary of the loan. It is the individual who has done this. And those individuals who were found by the spy cam or by any other means.
Let me assume you are right, which is why, I don't know if you heard my question to Mr. Mishra at the outset of this debate. I am saying that assume that, this is a person who has, not directly benefited. He has to be removed from that to prevent him from influencing witnesses, to prevent him from suppressing evidence. After 1 week, and you're saying now today we are on the 1st, 6th is when the meeting is going to happen. In 2 weeks, you can wipe out evidence. There are enough cases in our jurisprudence that we know that across the country. And therefore, people will ask, is this probe a fair probe? Or is this a mockery of justice?
Madhav, I don't think that Champat Rayaji is in position to remove the evidences at all, because it is already recorded, it is already with the SIT. Second point, it is already...
Mr. Ragi, 3 months ago, SBI informed. On June 4th, the persons went, and the CCTV footage of June 5th. On all these occasions, Mr. Champat Rai refused to act, saying young ladke hain, scandal ho jayega, unki zindagi kharab ho jayegi. He is a person who has suppressed the case.
Madhav, this was the same thing. This was the statement which was articulated by Akhilesh Yadav also. When the SIT was constituted, what Akhilesh Yadav said, now the police and other babus or the officers will be investigating into sadhus and sons. No, they should come and sit in a room. They should close their eyes and ask those who have taken away the money or whatever they have, bungled money, they should give it back to, and rafa dafa isko karo.
Sangeet Ragi, does he have no moral accountability according to you?
Came from Akhilesh Yadav.
Leave aside his acts of omission or commission. Does he have no moral accountability being the General Secretary under whose watch all this has happened? Should he not stop coming to office on his own?
Madhav, I don't... I don't think that only one person should be held responsible for this. What was the Ayodhya DM doing that time? What was the State Bank of India doing that time?
No, they should all be investigated. I am saying they should all be investigated. What prevents the government from replacing all the trust members or anyone else from that matter? Let me bring in Dr. Akashdeep Muni. Is he the only individual responsible? Is Champat Rai the only individual responsible? What about the government representatives? What about the banks involved? What about the other officials who are, representatives as trustees involved from the VHP, from other organizations? What about all of them?
Let's take the BJP's point of view that Champat Rai is not alone involved at face value. Champat Rai himself has claimed to the SITs
BJP has no view.
In appointments
Mr.
like
Mani,
Tinu Yadav and Lavkush Mishra, both these were collective trust decisions. It was not his decisions. He has himself said to the SIT. So why the trust is not dissolved by the central government by now, as the central government has created it, this will help to facilitate unbiased investigation. Madhavji, the questions are huge, and the Mandir Chanda Chori is huge. Just imagine Lavkush Mishra earning 12,000 has made 25 lakh flat, 15 lakh money, 12 stories buildings. These all things.
Yeah.
And
opposition's hypocrisy is also huge, which is remembered Ram Temple after 2 years after Pran Pratishtha, which most opposition parties didn't attend. Nevertheless, that doesn't justify any corruption, but that hypocrisy is also writ large. Akashdeep Muni.
See, Madhavji, main thing is that today the nation is asking that where is our 200 kilograms of silver and gold bricks? They're asking that where is 1250 gold and silver Ram Shilas? And these questions will be asked.
Yes, nation also remembers statements like Ram was an engineer. Was he an engineer? Ram did not exist. He's a figment of mythology. All these things also the nation remembers. I'm just putting it out there because nothing justifies this corruption. Nothing justifies meddling with the faith and insulting the faithful, the manner in which these despicable individuals, whoever they are, and have to seriously be punished. But there are some very, very glaring, lapses that are coming as far as the probe is concerned. Very serious question. The very fact is, and it's so unfortunate, that even in one of the most revered shrines, the moral fiber of the individuals responsible for handling affairs is there for all to see. That's the only thought I'm going to leave you all with, and you will have to leave it there. Kaushal Kant Mishra, Sangeet Ragi, Kalpesh Srivastava, as well as Dr. Akashdeep Muni, thanks so much for joining us this evening.